And we are back for the second half. Ladies and gentlemen, at Warringah Oval for the Shoot Shield game between the Beasties of Eastern Suburbs and the Warringah Green Rats. Warringah with a 3-point lead, 7-14 over the Beasts. Very, very evenly matched game. Beast dominating at set piece time. Warringah has the edge in the backs at this point. Warringah doing a terrific job of defending. Up very quickly as Dave Harvey gets us started again. Big Richie Stanford's on the field for the Beasties, replacing Paulie Tormapiao. He takes clean ball from the restart. Out it goes to Ryan Hodson, to Hudson, to Sinclair, to Anderson. Not a great pass to Damon Anderson, and in fact he's knocked it on. So 20 seconds in, first mistake of the half for Eastern Suburbs.
And putting it through the backs early, Tony. It's interesting with the dominance in the forwards. It's been an open game for me so far. Also than I would have thought.
So first scrum of the second half. As we hear the Eastern Suburbs faithful in the background behind us exhorting their side to bigger and better things. Another dominant scrum by the Beasties.
On the set. No.
But they draw the short arm penalty.
Oh,
I don't even know what that was for, to be honest with you.
couldn't pick it from here.
Another knock on from the Beasties.
Set ball. Use it.
Out it comes to Kelly, the hooker.
One here. Step back.
He's working hard at the breakdown. Holmes finds Harvey. Out along the back line it comes. Oh, Feltscheer is levelled by Elijah Niko. That's a huge hit on the Warringah captain.
Kept a cool head.
Still managed to get it back though.
He's offside.
Another penalty coming for the Rats.
10.
Wow.
Offside.
Could hear his bones rattle from here.
Henry Hudson caught offside. Well, Elijah Niko rushed up and creamed David Feltscheer. That was a spot tackle that had to be made, and not only did he make it, I think Feltscheer might be looking next time Niko looms up.
He'll be tempted.
So Harvey's found touch right on the East 22. Great attacking position for the Rats early in the second half.
No lack of intensity for the start of the second half.
Rob Kelly gets it in. Once again, it's scrappy for the Rats. East do a good job of spoiling that ball.
White. Take him back.
Irwin clears to Hudson. Gee, they're up quickly. The Warringah D. It's been the pattern of the game. Their defence coming up so quickly and competing hard at the breakdown. Back to Sinclair it comes. Not a great kick from him. Good counter-attack opportunity now for the Rats. They go left. Feltscheer with the ball in hand. The wide pass out to Dixon, the winger. Oh, he skinned him on the outside, the East defender. Still Warringah ball. There's Feltscheer again, the inside pass.
Entertaining stuff from Warringah.
Very entertaining stuff. Back it comes for them. Harvey finds Vincent Wright, his second rower. Beasties D up quickly. They're working hard at the breakdown, Eastern Suburbs. Might have forced a turnover here, have they? No, still Rats ball. Holmes goes to short side. Harvey outside him, but he gets caught with it. Harvey feeds out to his hooker, Rob Kelly. Well, Beastie's hands in there. Porpiglia spinning it out. The number 12, Ed Doyle. Well, Rats playing at pace here. But so far the Eastern Suburbs defence is up to the task as Harvey finds Kelly again. He's had a few carries, Rob Kelly. No way through on that occasion. That's the option over the top, says Josh Holmes, and it bounces well for Dixon. Elijah Niko working hard there, back for Luke Irwin. And Luke finds space, thumps it down the field. Beasties chasing. David Feltscheer's there. So's Luke Irwin, but Feltscheer picks it up one-handed. And he's well tackled by Alex Walker. Stanford in there to pick the ball up at the breakdown for Beasties. Irwin spreads it to Mafu. Mafu kicks. Maybe not the great option, but this might be a pretty good result for them if they get the bounce of the ball, which they do when it dribbles into touch right on the Warringah 22. So East repel a spirited Warringah attack.
David Feltscheer having a much-earned rest. I've never seen a bloke so busy in her first stanza of a half a footy. What a fantastic run from him up the western sideline. He took two Eastern Suburbs attackers out of the picture almost effortlessly.
Very elusive and very quick, David Feltscheer, the Warringah 15. A bit like myself in my younger days, Simon.
Oh, I could have picked you for a winger any day, Tony.
oh, you're too kind. I know you're being kind. As Holmes thumps it high, Anderson well in position there, takes it on his knees, looking for space down the blind side, but he's tackled. Warringah piling in, but back it comes for East. Big Rich Stanford there into half a hole. He takes about 5 metres. Irwin, they need to spread it now. Mather's on his own. Now it comes for Hudson. The little kick ahead. Anton Levin chasing hard, as is Feltscheer, but it will go into touch. So Eastern Suburbs into the Warringah 22. And we're going to go sideline to Kim Oxenham. Kim.
Boys, you've seen Warringah come out in the second half and really try to spread it wide and take advantage of their very quick back line. Currently, conditions on ground level still really good. Ground a little bit damp underfoot, but all in all, great conditions. The sides today, as you've seen, playing for the Yalumba Cup, currently held by Warringah. Back to you.
Oh, the ball's been stolen in possession by the Beasties. Beasties hard on attack now. Alex Walker goes himself. He's caught at the edge of the ruck. Mather's piling in. Khalidi Vangelo still on his feet. Now he's on the deck. Irwin wants it. He spreads it. Oh, McMicken. The ball to Andrew Shaw. Shaw couldn't hang on to it and spills it forward.
Crossfoot.
So some frustration apparent there from Eastern Suburbs after some good lead-up work.
Time off.
This referee calls time off and a little bit, and as Kim mentioned, both.
Right.
Well, the boys are all sucking in the big ones. Frenetic pace this second half. And again, Dixon running amok in the middle of the back line. He's everywhere. Defensively for Warringah, I think he's almost been their best. It's hard not to see him in the play at all times.
And as mentioned by Kim before, both sides playing for the Yalumba Trophy, of course. Yalumba, the major sponsor of Eastern Suburbs.
But I understand what you're trying to achieve post-set. Yeah, I've got that. I understand. You right? Time back on.
And of course, a big shout out to our friends at Business Plaza. Business Plaza connecting clubs to business on the net.
And without the good people at Business Plaza, we wouldn't be on the air, folks. There's a lovely shot of some of the punters down here watching the game. The girls don't look too interested.
Eastern Suburbs faithful.
The fella does.
Touch. Set.
So East would look to dominate here.
Oh,
Back
no.
it goes. They force the knock on. They got the short arm penalty, but they want the try. Tomopiao now. They're very, very close, the Beasties. Ball's up off the deck. Back they'll come for the scrum. So a prime opportunity for East to post points here.
And I tell you what, Kovacic will be breathing a bit of a sigh of relief there. The ex-Joey's first 15 skipper from 2011 made a bit of a meal of it on the side of that scrum. Still East with the advantage.
Well, the East scrum exerting pressure, forcing the mistake from Kovacic. And East now, they need a result from being down this end.
Here we go, boys. Here we go, Snarly. What's half piggy?
There's a big, big, big blind side.
Yep.
But everyone's lined up left except for Anderson.
Touch. Set.
They'll fancy themselves to keep it in now, the East forwards. Inching forward.
Advantage.
They draw the penalty anyway. Tomaipio working hard for the score, and he's over. There's the third try for the Beasties. Well, the Eastern Suburbs scrum absolutely dominant. They had the penalty coming, but they didn't want it. Tomaipio at the back of the scrum kept it in, picked it up, and plunged over.
It's great having options, Tony. When the arm went up from the referee, they knew they were in an extremely strong position. And again, they tied 5, just rumbling up over the line. Very, very hard to stop.
Thanks, buddy.
All their efforts on putting the ball wide haven't quite paid the dividends, but when they've kept it in the pack, they've had it all over Warringah. So you'd expect them to do a lot more of that the second half.
Thanks, fella.
Well, all 3 tries coming through the forwards for Eastern Suburbs at this point.
You're right. Yep.
Whereas the opposite is true for the Rats.
Rob McMicken just receiving a bit of attention from the trainer. Back on his feet.
He'll be fine.
Oh,
Big Rob McMicken. And he's put that through, glancing off the upright, but nevertheless the conversion's good by Henry Hudson. So Beasties
back in
take
front.
the 4-point lead, 21-17 at this point. They want to be on their game though. Warringah's come roaring back after every Eastern Suburbs score so far.
There's a big 5 minutes ahead. This is crunch time.
Dave Harvey gets us underway. Lovely restart by Harvey. Up goes Phil Mathers. Very sure hands from Mathers.
Jeez, he's been busy.
Shaw feeds it. Another pretty ordinary pass.
And they're
and
away.
the knock on straight into the hands of Dave Harvey. And he's going to go over under the crossbar. Well, that's a dreadful error from Eastern Suburbs. My goodness me. Can you believe it?
Yeah, right. You were right, Tony. You said Warringah would come out firing off the restart. That's exactly what they did. Critical. That pass went to nobody. And it was no man's land out there for the young man who put it forward. I can't tell who made the error, but straight into the hands of Harvey and under the black dot again. I think this is his second for the day.
So Eastern Suburbs hold the 4-point lead for about 15 seconds. But the mistake by Shaw and then the knock on by Sinclair gifts Dave Harvey the ball, and he's able to scurry over from about 15 out.
And a yo-yo affair it is.
So Ratties back into the lead by 3, 24-21.
We've got Kovacic off the field for the Rats. He's got the dryzer bone on. It looks like he might be finished for the half. Maybe that indiscretion down off the side
We're
of
going
that
to
scrum.
Kim, sideline.
As we've seen the replacement made, number 8 for the Warringah side, and Piers Howe on for them. Back to you.
Thanks, Kim.
Uh-oh.
Well, and now Hudson makes the mistake from the restart, so they'll go back for the scrum.
Option.
Well, Eastern Suburbs just losing concentration.
Scrum.
And the replacement is made at the back of the scrum. Michael Kovacic has been replaced.
Well, the big number 18 for the Rats. We'll bring his name to you as soon as we have it. Young Howe has replaced Kovacic. Some fresh legs for the Rats.
Touch. Set.
Well, the Beasties scrum.
Too good.
Once again dominating at set piece time. Warringah scrum on skates going backwards, but they still come up with the ball as Holmes looking for territory with the kick into the hands of Damon Anderson. What's he going to do? He nudges it ahead into space. Harvey's coming across to clean it up though. Out it goes to Porpiglia.
Oh, Dixon.
There's Dixon. He's knocked it on.
Oh.
And Paulie Tomaipio makes sure it goes no further than that.
Rare error this afternoon from Dixon. He's been pretty safe. I don't think he was ready for that ball.
Pushing back on those kicks.
Should have been, but took him by surprise. As Harvey looked to open up down that eastern side. Once again, East will pack down in great field position and dominating the scrum. So they'll look to make the most of this.
Well, there's only penalty kick in it at the moment. the Eastern Suburbs, the 3 tries that Eastern Suburbs have scored has been hard grafting affairs through the forwards, while
I have.
the 3 Warringah tries, it has to be said, have been reasonably soft, opportunistic tries caused by the East mistake.
Touch. Set.
So the Beasties, back it comes for the back line now. Hudson to Sinclair.
Oh,
Sinclair's found no way through there all afternoon. There's the captain, Tormapiao. Gets him to the gain line. Out to Shaw. To Anderson now. Finds Niko on the side. He does a great job hanging on to it, Elijah Niko. Off his fingertips. Beasties on attack. They're about 6 or 7 metres out. There's Mathers. Needed a runner into space. Hands off to McMicken. Need quick ball here. Irwin goes himself. He's not quick enough though.
this looks dangerous for
Still
Warringah.
Beasties ball. They're going to pick and drive it from here. Can they get the 4th try? Back it comes for Hudson to Alex Walker. Warringah defence is up to the task. And back they come for the
Arms
Eastern
up.
Suburbs penalty. Warringah offside.
Good scrambling
Tom Alpia
defence.
says, let's have the scrum, obviously.
It was looking ominous for the Rats there. Still under the pump with this penalty.
Well, Richie Stanford has in fact replaced Khalidi Weingalo. I think I said he'd replaced Tom Alpia before, but he's replaced the big Tongan in the second row.
Paulie was there with a good run during that phase.
So the Beast scrum here.
Well, they look to push here, Tony.
We'll
Try
look
and
to
walk
push
it over.
We'll look to push it over again. I'd fancy they've been dominant at scrum time. Good engagement.
They
Keep it on comes the call. They're working hard.
Let's go, H.
Shaw keeping it in his hands at the back. Shaw working hard.
Oh, great defence.
Phil Mathers. Very close to the line now, Eastern Suburbs. Irwin shifts it left. Hudson's caught. Out it goes to Elijah Niko. I don't think they'll stop him from here. And he bangs it over in the corner for the bonus point try for the Beasties. Well, Elijah Niko, give him half a sniff, and he's very, very, very hard to stop.
Beautiful little deft ball from Anderson there, created just enough room for Niko to get into that corner box. Almost got pushed out,
One voice is scrum time. Not you. Yeah, cool.
but just enough space to make contact before going into touch. And East get a bit of a stretch on the lead.
Just right on, yeah.
Well, you talk about a seesaw affair as we see Rob McMicken being subbed off the field by Big Clay Brodie.
And we hope all of our viewers watching Club Rugby TV on the net are enjoying this one. Just the sort of entertainment you expect from these two sort of sides. A tight affair.
A difficult conversion for Henry Hudson. He's just inside the western touchline.
You can see it there, virtually on the corner of the sideline on the 22.
It's about 23 out. He's knocked him over from here before. Did it last week against Gordon, in fact. Not a bad looking nudge. And the flags are up. Eastern Suburbs 28 with a 4-point lead over the Rats of Warringah. Well, will we see the Rats come back as quickly again as they did the last time?
And the time before that, Tony.
And the time before that, indeed.
They sort of want to really tighten up this this attack off this start. If they can do that and consolidate their position, they'll be in
Well, at least need to keep the energy up
good
and
stead.
cut out the mistakes. Just play basic rugby. Tormapiao takes the restart. He's solid, Captain Paulie. Ryan Hodson shovels it on to Brodie for his first touch. Back it comes to Hudson. He bangs it downfield, straight into the arms of David Feltscheer. Dangerous counter-attacker. He puts up the high hoist, Feltscheer, who's there to take it. Anderson, up he goes. Knocked back. Still Warringah ball.
Use it!
Holmes shifts it to Harvey. Out to the second rower, Jake Butcher. Now he moves left
Over to
to
right.
Vincent Wright.
Advantage offside.
Feltscheer, inside ball.
10.
A little knock on by
Offside.
Warringah, so back they come for the long arm penalty. He's pinged Henry Hudson for offside again.
I think Harvey will be tempted to try and get some points back.
Captain? Oh, captain.
No?
No,
They're
kick
going
for
to
the
attack.
corner.
I like this, Tony. Let's see if they can put it through the back line and make a contest of it.
Well, one thing I don't think they'll be doing is holding and mauling the ball up. Haven't been too successful in that regard.
And there's a big bopper in there. The big number 18 for East is going to be a difficult bloke to push off the ball. Good jump from Owen.
Step.
Holmes clears it to Harvey.
Oh,
Michael
Forward
Adams,
advantage.
another advantage. Porpiglia into the hands of Holmes. A very good player, Josh Holmes. Dave Harvey off his right foot. Huge step. Still going, Harvey.
still going.
Josh Holmes to Feltscheer. He's caught by Stanford. There's Dixon, the big prop. Now to the centre, Ed Doyle dancing through the defence. Now the pick and go. There's Porpiglia, hands it to Holmes. Out it goes to Dixon again. The inside ball to number 4, Vincent Wright. He manages to hang on to it.
Pick it up.
And
Quick show of skills from Harvey.
little knock on there. I thought I spied a knock on by Vincent Wright. But,
Yeah, I don't think he quite secured that ball in the pickup. It was right off his bootlaces, which for a 6'4" fella's not easy to pick up.
as we see Phil Mathers slow to get to his feet.
I've been impressed with Harvey today, Tony, in all facets. He's been great in attack. He's taken the ball when he's had the opportunity and run it himself, but used his outside backs beautifully, and his kicking game's been bang on. He's been critical to their success so far.
He's a pretty solid player, Dave Harvey. As we go to Kim's sideline.
Boys, around about 3/4 through the match, 20 minutes to go, and they're down by 4 at this stage, Warringah, but it's a really important phase of the play. They're currently sitting at 10th on the table, 3 wins and 6 losses. A loss here today could pretty much see their season in a lot of trouble. Back to you.
Thanks, Kim. Well, they're certainly not playing like a team that's third from the bottom, I'll tell you that. Plenty of heart, plenty of ticker, plenty of zip.
That's it. We talked about this before. They're only 2 wins behind East. So a win today makes a big difference to their season. You're right, Kim, with that. And they're not letting them off the hook anytime soon.
Touch. Set.
Eastern Suburbs looking for their 4th win on the trot. Might be looking to cement a place in the top 6. Hudson bangs it out over touch. Dixon with the ball in hand decides against the quick throw with Anton Levin looming up. So the percentage play from Henry Hudson gets them out of their 22. They're about 35 out at this point, defending the Rats line out. They did a good job of spoiling the Rats line out in the early parts of the game, but they didn't compete there. Eastern Suburbs.
Warringah's been
Brady's
much better in
attempted
the
to maul
second
it.
half.
Holmes clears it to Harvey. The ball to Doyle. Well met by East. It's been pinched
Lost
at the
it.
breakdown by Big Richie Stanford. Now Beasties want it. Surely he's offside, that Warringah player. No, says the referee, play on.
Might have pinched that. Nope.
Well, Warringah doing their best to spoil things for the Beasts at the breakdown. As Sione Colo takes it up now. There's Ryan Hodson. Back it comes for Walker, the hooker. Mathers clears it. Hudson finds Sinclair.
There's men
Finds
out there.
Levin. He's got numbers outside him, Anton Levin. Shovels it on to Damon Anderson. But he's well held by Ed Doyle. Mafu clears it to Irwin. Irwin needs a runner. Phil Mathers goes straight to ground. Lost his footing on that occasion, but hangs onto the ball for Beasties. They bring it back short side. Needs to go through the hands here. Mafu doesn't have time for the pass. Irwin goes short again. Henry Hudson drops it cold.
He's away. Ooh.
And Warringah has been pinged for offside.
And, you know, it's probably overdue, Tony. They've been sort of hanging over that offside line on the last couple of phases, asking for that penalty. So East duly rewarded, and they'll keep attacking. Looking to put the nails in the coffin if they can.
Hudson kicks for the corner.
You get the sense that if one of these sides can break away to a 2-try lead, Tony, they might just be enough to carry on with it.
So they're about 11 metres out, Eastern Suburbs, with the attacking line out. What chance the Holden maul here, Simon?
Pretty good.
Are you in? No. Okay.
You wouldn't bet against them, put it that way.
You have to say the Beasties have outperformed the Rats at set piece time in both areas.
No question.
There's another solid one.
And here they go.
Tomaipio carrying the ball at the back of the maul. Look at that structure.
Doing it with ease.
They're rumbling forward, Eastern Suburbs. Going again. Tomaipio working it, steering it expertly. He's over the line. Has he got it down?
Hold up. Held up, man. Held up. Thanks, mate. Held up.
Jeez.
Held up at the last minute. Well, desperate times by Warringah. They needed to stop that score.
Josh Holmes
stop the game getting away from them.
Praying that the East skipper wouldn't come flying at him down the blind side into that corner.
I want a full ball. I don't want you holding on like that, yeah?
Well, geez, they did that with ease, didn't they, Tony? They really have got the upper hand on that forward play now.
A very, very good maul. There, they've rumbled it. Almost 15 metres for the score. Denied at the last minute.
And this will be a painful blow for the Rats if the Tricolours can walk this one over.
Stay up. Stay up. Fight to stay up.
So the Beasties once again looking to exert their dominance with the attacking scrum. 5 out.
Andrew Shaw firing the boys up from number 8.
Touch. Set. Early.
The short arm penalty for the early engaged. Tomaipio wants it. He's going to go himself. It's falling Tomaipio. He's caught just short.
Well, they weren't quite ready for that, the East forwards.
Time off. Come over here.
Eastern Suburbs lose it forward, just short of the try line.
There was a bit of a...
So they think they blew it. I think they blew
I
the
understand he's
opportunity. Perhaps another
enthusiastic
scrum
with a
might
close
have been
game.
an option.
He doesn't need to be
Captain
commentating
Paulie
on the
elected to
road.
go.
Yeah, fix it now.
The gap closed very quickly though.
a rush of blood. He was that close.
Time back on.
But I think if he'd harnessed the troops, Tony, that would have been a walkover.
Well, they'll fancy themselves, even though it's a Warringah feed. If East can really pour on the acid here, there is a chance they can take the tight-head scrum and rumble it in from there. But we'll see. Warringah will be looking to clear this ASAP.
Crouch. Touch. Set. Hold.
Oh,
Hands
look at that.
No, 8.
Well, it's messy, but it's on Warringah's side. I want to clear it. Harvey's back in the pocket. Back it goes to him off the left foot. He thumps it out over the chalk. Doesn't make much distance though. Round about the 22.
They'll be breathing a sigh of relief there, Warringah. And a lost opportunity for East. Still in a strong position, but they'll be ruining that lost chance to really stamp their authority on this game.
Ryan Hodson takes it down into the hands of Paulie Tomaipio. The pick and go from Sione Colo.
Advantage.
It's a bit scrappy. The long arm penalty coming for Eastern Suburbs. Richie Stanford takes it up. Warringah player lying all over the ball.
Rolling
and
away.
The new penalty coming from the Warringah player. Not getting out of the way,
Must roll quicker.
to put it bluntly.
I
That's
think
the
they'll have a crack
replacement
here.
Powell.
What are you doing?
They've been camped down here for a little while. They'll either look to capitalise or, and they do,
Well, once again, Henry Hudson kicks for the corner.
keeping on the pressure.
Going to their strengths, the set piece. Want a clean line out here, Beasties. And then they will attempt to maul it over, I would imagine.
Hold.
Walker's throw once again spot on. Hodson takes it cleanly. The ball's still up off the deck. A few Beasties players on the ground. They need more. They need more in there. They've got some shape now, Beasts. As they go forward, they're unstoppable, Eastern Suburbs. It's over the line, and there's the try. To Paulie Toimopiau. That's his second for the day, I believe.
Yep, that's his second try today, Tony. It's a bit hard to go past the skipper for their best, I think.
Very, very consistent.
They just kept that in the forwards. They've had a couple of goes east, and were able to capitalise that time with just well-disciplined mauling, rolled it up, and Toimopiau was there to bang it down for the 5-pointer.
We're going sideline to Kim. Kim.
And Eastern Suburbs there being rewarded for showing a bit of bravery. They could have elected to go for the penalty and put them 7 up, but in the end, kicking for touch and using a big forward pack. And from a 4-point lead, they've turned that into a 9 lead with a kick to come. 12 on the clock.
Thanks, Kim. So there's the 5th try for Reese. They're in front by 9 now, looking for the 11-point advantage.
Hudson shouldn't have too much trouble with this one. He's lining it up well. And
Henry Hudson knocks it over. 11-point lead for the Beasts. I'm serious. Dead serious. 35-24.
Well, they'll look to put a stranglehold on this now, Eastern Suburbs. This is the biggest lead of the match so far.
So Eastern Suburbs with possession now. Out it comes to Stanford. The big left foot step, but he loses it in contact. Little knock on. Warringah will want this quickly.
6.
East give away the penalty. Josh Holmes with the quick tap. Still got the ball, Holmes. He's very strong on his feet.
Back.
Was the referee called that back, has he? I guess he has.
Play on.
Oh, Toimopiau over the top again. The crunching tackle on Porpiglia. Shaw in over the ball, hands on the ball. And the penalty comes. Andrew Shaw, great work at the breakdown. He forces the penalty. Luke Irwin takes the quick tap, but he's called back. Could have been something there for East. We've got 3 Rats players on the deck. They're exhausted.
After a bit of a shabby passage of play, Luke Irwin was away, claiming someone tried to trip him at the end of that.
Thanks, buddy.
At the end of that phase, he wasn't happy. A penalty to the referee. Nothing came of it.
Well, a strong tackle by
this way. I want to see if he's all right.
Captain Paulie Toimopiau on Mark Porpiglia at the
He got smashed.
You all right?
He can't get enough. The Beasties captain. He's running amok.
Oh, he's been terrific today, Paulie Toimopiau. In fact, one of the pleasurable things that Simon and myself get to do during the course of the game is to pick a man of the match at the end, and we both are unanimous in our decision that the captain of Eastern Suburbs, Paulie Toimopiau, is the man of the match today. He's been super. He scored 2 tries. He steered his pack around, helped them keep their shape. He's been absolutely fantastic in defence.
He's been awesome in defence. His defence has been terrific. And always good seeing a captain's knock, I think.
So another line out for the Beasties. They certainly have dominated in the scrum and line out today. Beautiful ball at the back to Ryan Hodson. Mathers on his own, shrugs off one defender.
He's been in it all day, Mathers.
Irwin shifts it right, finds Alex Walker on his own out there. Brody in there quickly to secure possession. They're coming left again. Sinclair wants it. Out to Hudson. The kick through for Elijah Niko. It's a little too acute, the angle, and it goes out over touch. In fact, it will be an Eastern Suburbs ball because it was carried out by number 14 for Warringah, Conrad Gillingham.
So again, East from about 25 metres out with the line out feed. They really enjoyed from here. They'll look to set them all and just roll it on up again to the Rats corner line.
Hold.
Ball in the middle to Phil Mathers again.
Here they go.
Tomopio has it at the back. I want some structure here. Warringah number 5 has not come through the middle, but the referee hasn't spotted it. In fact, he's done a good job of spoiling that rolling maul. Jake Butcher.
Step. Use it!
Irwin barking orders. He needs runners. There's Stanford again. Played well since he's come on, Richie Stanford. Irwin feeds it to Hudson. Doesn't go to hand. Harvey with the kick through. Oh, that's beautiful skills by Dave Harvey. Anton Levin. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, he's called the knock on.
He's called the Warringah knock on. Well, you know.
He almost saw it there, Harvey.
I can't believe what just happened.
They're coming through the side a lot.
They just got it on the toe beautifully there, Harvey.
Yeah,
Coming through
it was a bit scrappy there in that last
time,
time, but I disagree. A lot. I disagree that it's a lot. No, it does matter. It does matter. There's a mark.
It's funny, Tony, how when you appeal to the referee, somehow they just don't seem to see it your way.
Well, you know, I learned that playing under 6s, and
I
I never ever won an argument with the referee.
I'm pretty sure Tomopio also learned it in the under 6s.
On or off the field. Yes.
Still, when you're the skipper, you've got every right to have a go, haven't you?
Indeed, indeed. You can only ask the question. The only stupid question is the unasked question.
That's it.
Righto.
If anything, I thought it was 6 coming in from the side.
Everyone's getting a little bit of respite.
Yeah.
A couple
Time back
of
on.
injuries. The referee calls time back on, gets the boys back down to business. 7.5 minutes to go in this match. 11 points in it. I can't see the Rats short of a breakthrough try or a run against the play getting over the top of East. East are just starting to get their gear together.
Yep.
Particularly in the forward pack.
Well, you might have just cruelled him with that particular time. Let's see. Let's wait and see. This Warringah back line is capable of doing everything.
I'd love to be proven wrong, Tony. This game's been very entertaining.
All it takes is one
Crouch.
mistake by the Beasties.
Touch. Set.
Andrew Shaw takes it off the back to Irwin. Sinclair. Short ball to Marfu. Beats one tackle. Back it comes short side again. Phil Mathers into space. Gets him into the 22. Beasties hard on attack again. Looking for their 6th try. Andrew Shaw. He's been solid. Out it comes to Walker. Another poor pass from the back. There's Anderson. Almost through the gap. But he's caught by Harvey, I think. Irwin finds Hudson again. To Mathers again in midfield. How many carries has he had today? Phil Mathers.
Countless. He should be wearing the 13.
Hudson finds Ryan Hodson. Hard-working West Australian. Surges forward. Moving it right now. There's Richie Stanford again.
They pile
Just
in.
outside the Warringah 22. Hudson. Oh, the kick through. To Elijah Niko looming up hard. David Feltscheer swoops across in cover.
Thanks, Matty.
And takes it out over the stripe.
Just got a paw on it, Feltscheer. He had the sense that if he hadn't done that, Niko would have been through.
He didn't want to take another,
No, he didn't.
another hit
I
from
think you
Elijah
could say
Niko,
that.
I don't think.
I don't think he's been quite right since then, to be honest, Tony. He's been a bit quiet since that first
Well, he
5 or
was-
6 minutes of the second half.
He was absolutely hammered by Elijah Niko. Oh, well, that's the first line out for Eastern Suburbs has gone awry. Miscommunication with the calls there. And Warringah comes down with it. This might have been the moment we were just discussing.
They've got to attack.
Eastern Suburbs need to make their tackles. Keep in
There
the
he goes.
22. What's gone to ground? Still Warringah's ball, though.
No,
I think
but-
Clay Brody has gone in there, has he? No, there's Brody there. Irwin has it.
No advantage.
Bit of a mix-up there.
Yeah.
Bit of an unintentional obstruction, so they'll come back.
The Rats Pigs look a bit out on their feet, Tony. There was nobody there at the breakdown for that
There you
man.
go. You can either stay on the field or
Easy
you can go.
pickings for the Eastern Suburbs player.
Ed, we've just got some subs happening for East.
Time off.
Well, the time
Clock
off.
ticks down. In fact, the referee calls timeout.
That's Wright who's on his knees.
Big Vincent Wright, he's had a busy match for the Rats, the second rower.
Well, he saved them in that last line out. He was
Is that all for the
the
subs, Matty? They're done. Thanks,
he was
mate.
the man to take it against the play. Save the Rats from another attacking phase from East.
And Eastern Suburbs take the opportunity to make a substitution too. Their halfback, Luke Irwin, is replaced by James Burrows, who had a good game in second grade today. In fact, there's wholesale changes in the East back row.
21 and 22 are on for the Tricolours.
Matt Armour wearing 22. Jeremy Raftos wearing 21 for the Beasties.
Just what Warringah needs.
Guys, gap.
And
You
if
off?
this game goes according to the scoreboard, we're just under 4 minutes out, so you'd expect that it would.
Time off.
That will be a clean sweep for all the grades today, excluding Colts, of course. I don't know what the Colts results are from Rat Park, but here at Wallara, this will be a clean sweep of 4th, 3rd, 2nd and 1st grade.
Good day for Eastern Suburbs. Short of a miracle run against the play try, it's going to be hard for the boys from Warringah unless they can pull off a miracle, but I'm sure even a last try would be well worth.
And once again, the Eastern Suburbs scrum looking for the penalty to finish off the game, exerting their dominance.
There
Warringah Pack holding their discipline though. They did well there. Andrew Shaw absolutely smashed at the back. Back it comes for Warringah. Well, there you go. This might be the moment we were just talking about, Simon. Dave Harvey into space. Who's got the pace to run him down? Cookie Mafu comes up and makes the tackle. Harvey offloads into the hands of Josh Holmes, who loses it forward. Well, brave counter-attack by the Rats there. Dave Harvey working very, very hard, but he just didn't have the speed.
We almost had it. Harvey just didn't quite have the pistons to get him there.
And that might have been the last hurrah for Warringah this afternoon, I think. But there you go, an Eastern
Exciting
Suburbs
stuff.
mistake down the end of the park, and Warringah almost go coast to coast with the opportunistic score.
Josh Holmes just couldn't quite pick it up off his boot laces. It looked like he actually came off his hands and onto his boot, but nonetheless the knock-on's been ruled.
Well, Harvey had the opportunity to pass to his winger, or maybe it was Feltscheer on his right shoulder, but he elected to hang on to it and try and move it inside to Holmes, and the pass went to ground.
2 minutes to go here. Can Warringah push over for a last try?
Touch.
Well, they won't push over. They might get one on the backs.
Beasties scrum solid, as it has been all afternoon. Andrew Shaw taking it up off the back. Tomopio in there helping him.
Step right.
Beasties looking for percentage play to get him out of their red zone. Back to Hudson.
Full
And he
kick.
bangs it out over the stripe. Doesn't get him much. In fact, the penalty comes for Beasties.
10. My step.
Offside.
Dave Harvey called offside. Just inside the 10 there. Scrum time, Harvey. So East will take their time. Hudson has a look at the clock. 90 seconds left. Bangs it straight at Simon and myself.
Straight to the card table.
And into the punters.
Well, coming to the last minute of this match. East will just look to shut this down, I think, and take the win. And they really did dominate this second half of play to seal this victory today. He's been good.
Stanford's been tremendous since he came on at half-time. James Burrows barking
lots of
orders
chat.
as the Beasties forwards march upfield
It's 10
in
metres.
the ball, as they have done all afternoon.
15 metres.
9. 9.
Alex Walker slams into there again, gets them going again, finally to the ground. Burrows clears to Hudson, to Sinclair,
Beautiful.
out to Mafu, shovels it on. Forward pass from Jeremy Raftos there. It's been caught by the referee. They'll come back for the scrum. And this will be the last throw of the dice for the Rats of Warringah this afternoon. They're not going to win this game. Can they get within the 7 to pinch a bonus point? I guess not, because the referee has blown full time, and it's all over here at Eastern Suburbs. Wallara Oval. 35 to 24, Beasties with the bonus point win, their 4th win on the trot, completing a clean sweep throughout all senior grades against the Rats of Warringah.
Entertaining match for the viewers this afternoon. We had a really tight contest up to half time with Warringah taking a small lead into the sheds. They came out against a more organised and much more efficient forward pack running around for East in the second half. They brought it back into their tight five, rumbled over some hard-earned wins and put down tries, and then got a 2-try lead about halfway through the second half and really never let it go from there.
And we're going to throw down to Kim Oxenham, who's with the man of the match, East captain Paulie Tomopia. Kim.
4 on the trot, you've got to be happy with that.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought we were building some good momentum there. It was important for us to sort of start or sort of keep rolling that on, especially here at home.
It was a really tight match early on, but in the end, the set pieces really dominated, particularly the scrums and line-outs, and I thought Phil Mathers was great.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Phil's come back from Italy and he's added a lot. I think early on we sort of kept them in the game with silly errors, silly penalties, which is indicative of, I think that's pretty indicative of our year so far. So I think we're just trying to cut that out, and I think in the second half you saw what we're capable of.
You must have enjoyed being on the end of that rolling more at the end of the match for a bit of a walk up field.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, whoever was there was gonna always score there. I think we've got some good forwards and we're getting some good pay out of that drive.
Paulie, I'll let you get back to your kids.
Thanks,
Fantastic game. Congratulations.
Thank you so
Business
much,
Plaza, man of the match.
Thank you very much. Good on you.
Cheers. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Kim. Congratulations to Paulie, our man of the match. He was sensational today. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's it from us. I'm Tony Lewis. For Simon Donoghue. Simon, always a pleasure, mate.
Always a pleasure with you, Tony. I'll look forward to seeing you next week at the card table.
Fantastic. I look forward to it very much. And to all of you punters out there, hope you've enjoyed the telecast this afternoon, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.